You can become everything you want to become in life if only you allow the will of God first. The God says, I know the thoughts that I have towards you. They are thought of good, not of evil, to give you an expected end. You see, everything that a man wants is inside the will of God. That you want to become great, you want your life to make meaning, you want everything to work well for you, you want to have a glorious life, that everything that you desire on earth just begins to work as you want. Should I tell you that it's not in the one that the flesh is powering, telling you through your intelligence, is in the one that is in the will of God. So everything that you want, it can be gotten by the will of yourself, but it can only be actualized when you surrender to the will of God. So God cannot do anything until you surrender your will to His own will, and that is why your life can be at a position for some time, for some years, till you surrender to the will of God. God cannot push man. God cannot force man, because He has given you the power and the will. But if all things you want to enjoy in life, you truly want to enjoy them, then you must be someone that is able to surrender to the will of God. If Jesus is your master, then you must be able to say, yes, my Lord, even when it's not easy. The issue between human is that we don't want to do things that will be hard for our flesh, and that is the essence why the will of God is very important, because the will of God will bend you into what He wants for you, which actually you want. And when God has given you that thing, after He has bent you, then you're able to do everything for Him. But if you get those things through flesh, you can't succor, you can't come into the authority, you can't come into the surrendering, you can't surrender to God. Because of what? Because you got those things by the power of flesh. But once you are surrendered to the will of God, beyond the one that the flesh will give to you, then the Spirit of God, through you surrender to the will of God, will give it to you in many folds. And God will also have access to control your life. Remember, the life you want is in the Spirit. The flesh can give you also. The flesh can also give you. But when flesh give you whatsoever that you want, you can't be under control of God. God cannot be the one powering you. God cannot say do this and you will do. But when you surrender to the will of God, all things that you want will come, follow, as you begin to obey.
Thank you for listening to that powerful message. I hope you are blessed. You can listen to other messages of Minister Babalola Feromi on Telegram at Minister Babalola Feromi, and watch Spirit-filled video messages on Facebook at Minister Babalola Feromi, and also join us on Instagram at Minister Babalola Feromi. Thank you. God bless you.